What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Queen Novelle coming to do a little brief, not even a forecast, you guys, but I do want to touch bases on Uranus coming out of retrograde on January 11th. Let me repeat, Uranus coming out of retrograde on January 11th, you guys. Before I jump into this, please go and subscribe, you guys. Like, share, don't forget to subscribe. Support your girl. Okay, so I don't hear a lot of astrologers talking about this, but it relates particularly to my situation, and I just noticed that the energies is going to shift, and it's going to the lunar eclipse that's happening on January 10th is significant, but when Uranus come out of retrograde on January 11th, you guys are really going to start seeing some very unpredictable changes. Okay, so some of you guys, if you've been the type that is going through a situation where you have been advocating for something, if you have been really like standing up for something and all your efforts has been like pushed down in the dirt, if you have been yearning for a better life and it just seems like unpredictable things keep on happening to you left and right, or like even things with your friends, you're finding out things is like just things in your group dynamic is unpredictable, and it seems like everything is coming at you and affecting kind of your like structure, your stability, your business, your home, things with children. For some people, dealing with situations with government, dealing with situations with churches, dealing with situations with CPS, Child Protective Services, welfare, those lower level agencies of the government, even like lower, oh my God, I can't even speak. Lower level like law enforcement, like not like like not the like local law enforcement, I'll say. If you've been dealing with situations like that and you feel like you couldn't get a step forward before getting pushed back or something happening, I'm noticing it was because Uranus was in retrograde. So there was just like when freaking Mercury goes retrograde, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do certain things, just expect certain things to happen. And I really feel like that comes from the energy of Uranus, because Uranus is rebellious. Uranus is yearning for a better life, demanding change, advocating for change. And when you have that energy in retrograde, especially for people who's dealing with businesses, if you've been having a lot of problems in businesses with contracts, with government agencies, that energy is going to shift. Especially if you begin in the shitty end of the stick, that energy is going to shift right after the lunar eclipse, which is on the 10th of January. But on the 11th of January, when Uranus come out of retrograde, there is some things that's going to be revealed little by little. Of course, do not dwell on it. Do not focus on what you're doing. Focus on the change that you're bringing into your life, because you're going to need that perspective change, even when this stuff is coming to surface, because you guys are changing. You guys are getting new perspectives and things. I've been going through a lot of stuff myself. I haven't been doing any videos because but I cannot let my situation stop what I'm doing, because I have a lot going for me and I have a lot of things that I want to put out there. But even though I'm developing this structure and I'm trying to get this structure down, that Uranus energy being in retrograde explains a lot of things that just have not been progressing forward. The things that's been like just crazy and unpredictable and just really just out there. There's some things that's being exposed. There's things that, even if it's not being exposed all in one, there is someone that's willing to listen. If I don't know about you guys, but if there's been some energy that's been around, people not listening, Because usually Uranus is someone that advocates for change, that advocates for something, where it's like you're yearning for something better. But with it being in retrograde, I'm noticing the energy is was not listening to you. People wouldn't even give you the time of day. People wouldn't look at you, look your way. They didn't care, even if they're like, oh, they can care less about what you're advocating for. They were more focused on on self. But that energy is going to shift. It's going to shift because more people is demanding change in their own individual life, and what you're advocating for actually fits the bill. What you're advocating for is actually now going to be people are going to listen to you, and you are going to see that coming out of the lunar eclipse on the 10th, when Uranus goes and comes out of retrograde on the 11th, you guys, and you got to pick up, that's 11/11, and it's, not 11/11, 1/11, well, three ones, and then you got 2020. So that automatically sticks out to me is like 111. We have that synchronicity there, and then 2020, that's like judgment, like there's going to be perspective changes. There's going to be a shift in your spirituality. There's going to be a shift in your in the things that you, of course, are in your life, whatever you're advocating for. It's going to be a shift on how you advocate for it, because we still have that Capricorn energy there, which is still giving you that structure. So you are bringing structure into your life, structure to how you advocate for things, as well as that veil is actually being lifted. And I know everybody's been talking about the veil, but with that Uranus being in retrograde, you guys, that has been sending a lot of unpredictable energy, where the things that that was supposed to be predicted kind of get overshadowed with some bullshit that's unpredictable. And it's because Uranus was in retrograde, and I can't believe I haven't seen more videos about it. So really, like, pay attention to the energy around that lunar eclipse and after the lunar eclipse, and how things progress, and definitely journal, you guys. When I because when I was doing my preparing for my videos, and I came across, and I'm like, why? Because no one is talking about it, and I didn't notice. But I did some tarot for it, and at the bottom, the Ace of Swords was at the bottom. So that's clarity, that's truth, that is new beginnings. And it just so happened that's 111. And then we have an ace here. There is a Six of Swords at the bottom. There is this old bullshit. You're basically like this mental anguish, this dark space. There's the rainbow is coming out, you guys. I don't want to go that deep into it because I wasn't trying to. But the card that came out is the Mother of Wands. So definitely for people who have been going through stuff where your career has been stagnant, the things that you've been trying to put out there has been stagnant, the energy of you, especially if you've been dealing with like foster care, CPS, government welfare, local law enforcement, things like that. The things that you have been protective over, the things that you have been advocating for, there is going to be an energy supporting you when Uranus comes out of retrograde, especially when it comes to your career, when it comes to your passions, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you are manifesting. I definitely get a strong supportive energy with this Uranus coming out of retrograde. Let me know how this resonates for you guys, because I know that there's a lot of unpredictable energy. Yeah, the deception. The people who has been dealing with deceptive things, this has been stagnant, it's Judgment Day. You see how that worked out? Oh my God. But definitely, you guys, let me know how that resonates for you, and really document, because I know I've been going through some challenging things, and I had a moment. I had a moment. And I rarely get those moments, but it's like my perspective changes really fast to help me deal with situations. But when I seen that Uranus has been in retrograde and it's been a while, it explained a lot. So let me know how this resonates for you. Let me know how that energy resonates for you. Please go and subscribe. If you're feeling charitable, please donate. I'll put the link below. But definitely let me know how this resonates for you, especially if you're an astrologer, because I'm not an astrologer. I'm just trying to learn the energies. But definitely this is going to be the deal breaker on top of the lunar eclipse. So definitely let me know how this resonates, you guys. See you in the next reading.